CATIA V5, let's take a look at how we can open older file formats. So I have over here the 3D model of an atomizer. As you can see, this was created in 2002. And this will be in a CATIA model file type. So this is not a CAD part or a CAD product. This is a CATIA model. Therefore, if I would just drag and drop this within CATIA on a blank page like this, we're going to see that this will take us within this workbench. If I will move my mouse cursor to the right, we're going to see that this will be CATIA V4, V3, V2. As you can see, we have a viewer over here, so this is the master viewer, but we don't have, let's say, the tools. For example, if you want to measure this, if I will go to part design, we're going to see that this will take us within a new part. So if I'm going to click OK, this will just create a new part. It will not take the existing model within part design. Therefore, if you want to use older files within CATIA, let's take a look at how we can do that. So we have the file over here. I'm not going to drag and drop this over here. Instead, I will go to Start, Mechanical Design, Assembly Design. And within this product, I will insert an existing component and I will select that file over here. As we can see, this will be the atomizer model created in 2002. So this model was created almost 22 years ago. So I'm going to click open and we're going to have that displayed over here. And now I have the possibility to work with this model. If I want to do some measurements, I can easily do that, and so on. I'll go over here to Start, Mechanical Design, Part Design. This will create a part over here. So currently this is part 2. I can double click on that and I have the possibility to start sketching over here. But as we're gonna see, this will be a different part than the master over here. So by default, I cannot do a cut over here, a pocket between the existing geometry, and I can also only go with pad in this case, with this profile. And this will create a different part, a different entity from the original one. And I cannot do that cutting, not even with Boolean operation in this case. For example, if I will go to Insert, we're going to have Boolean operations, remove. And we're going to see that within the remove section, I cannot select any elements within the master file over here. So I can select this part body, but I can't do that Boolean trimming between those two. Therefore, if you want to work with the geometry over here, there are some workflows that can be done. So one of those would be to go within a planar view. Afterwards, you can go to a cut part by so this will give us a section using the cut part by sketch plane over here, and we have the possibility to recreate that geometry over here. As you can see, I can come and with a profile I can draw that, but keep in mind that I won't be able to use specific elements over here, but in some cases I can select the line, I can select that point, and I can add a coincidence between those. And as we're gonna see, that will jump directly over here. I can do the same with the following profile. So I want this line to be exactly within this line. So I have that point. Let me see point and have those two coincidence. And that will jump over there, but I should also position this line over here and afterwards with a radius to have that defined. So over here as well, since my profile won't go directly over there. This is one approach. If you want to work with that, you can have it reconstructed. Another approach would be, I will have this part deleted. So to have this deleted, I will go within the atomizer, select the part, press delete. I will have that deleted. Now, in order to have this editable as a 3D working model, so we don't gonna have to trace that manually. We have the possibility to have this saved, so I'll go over here, File, Save, and I will choose this to be as a step file. As you can see, I already have that saved over here, so I will just rename this as step 1 because I did that previously. And now within the product 1, I will go to Insert, Existing Component, and I will choose that atomizer step model, which is this one. We're gonna see that this will transfer over here. We're gonna have a conflict over here regarding the product name. We can use the automatic rename in this case in order to solve those problems, so those will be renamed. Afterwards, I will click on OK. And now we're gonna see that if I'm gonna hide the initial atomizer over here and go over here within the second one, which is this one, this will have the part body over here, but the geometry won't be over here. So we see that this part body doesn't have anything. So even though that file over here has 240 kilobytes, that atomizer step file, we're gonna see that we won't be able to have that open over here. Let me just open that over here within a blank file, and as we can see, this file won't have any geometry, so this part body will be empty over here. Therefore, the technique that we can use to have this properly converted, so we won't use the step, since this is a legacy file, we're gonna make use of the conversion available within CATIA V5. So I'm gonna go back over here on the master file, right click, go to master object, and I will have this open in a new window. And we're gonna see that CATIA will take us back to this workbench, so CATIA V4, V3, and V2. And we have the possibility to start the mitigation. So send to V4 to V5 mitigation. I'm gonna select this one, and afterwards I need to select the master file, which is this one. This will start the feature regarding the mitigation. We're gonna see the file name over here, which is that model. And afterwards we just need to define the directory for this. So as you can see, I will take this to the same folder on the desktop, CATIA sample file. And now I will just click on next. And we can start this model, we can have that run. So I will select the model over here. As we can see, we cannot click directly on run over here. I will just define that folder again. And now this will work. So keep in mind, since by default I was already within this folder, I couldn't run this, but now I can activate. This will run the mitigation. As we can see over here, the CATIA batch has started. We see a progress bar over here, and we have an information regarding this, which has succeeded. As we can see, console the report in the target directory. Therefore, if I will jump over here, the report will be positioned over here. And our cut part file will be this atomizer. So if I'm gonna double click on that, we're gonna see how that model will open over here. And as we can see, we're gonna have the part body over here, which is this one for the ceiling element. And we're also gonna have the other solid body, which will be this one. But now, since this file has been converted, we have the possibility to define this as a work object. I can go over here and I can start a sketch. And in this case, I will be able to do that cut. So for example, if I'm gonna go with this mirror extend, you're gonna see that we can start working with that geometry. So this was a video regarding file conversion from older CATIA files. So I will position a similar video to the left. I will add this video within the CATIA V5 tips and tricks playlist, which I'm going to position over here. And I will also add a subscribe button over here. So I hope that you find this video useful. If so, let me know in the comment section. So thanks for watching.